All right, we're following that breaking news in Solano County. Live Copter 3 is above this grass fire in Fairfield, where we do have evacuations right now. This is burning in Vista Grande and Capitola Way in that area, which is a neighborhood northwest of I-80. Now we do have those evacuations. All residents on Bear Creek and Palmer Circle are being asked to evacuate, leave that area. They're asked to set up shop at Lowe's on North Texas Street and Manuel Campos Parkway. At this point, this fire has grown to 3 alarms, and that means they have called out a lot of equipment. It's also burning near a herd of cows. So fire crews right now are working to keep the flames away from these homes and these animals.
Yeah, and you can see how close that burn scar is to the backs of these homes, and where firefighters are really trying to take a stance right now. You can see through the smoke barely the fence line there and how close it got to the back of this neighborhood. But we also saw some flames at the top of the hill earlier. So it looks like they've got a lot of it out. We're seeing the smoke, well, and there's a couple spots where we're seeing some smoke over there on the top right near the other neighborhood there, and then at the bottom left-hand side of your screen. We are seeing some wind, about 14 to 22 miles per hour, and this wind is coming out of the west. Let's bring in meteorologist Dirk Verdorn. Are we seeing any gusts, or is this just kind of a light breeze, Dirk?
Right now we are seeing some gusts. There's gusts between 20 to 25 miles per hour in that area. We have, again, the winds are coming from the west, and we have sustained winds that are more the 10 to 15 mile an hour sustained winds in that area. So all that smoke is moving from the west to the east. So that's the way the fire is basically moving. It's going to expand a little bit to the west as well, but not as fast as it's moving off towards the east as that wind pushes it along. But what was interesting to me is we're seeing this. It looks like it jumped. The fire did. There must be a spot fire that formed out ahead of this. And so this is where we're seeing now the cows getting pushed along by the flames.
So close to those cows.
Get moving cows. But we've got that jump that it made over, it looked like a low-lying area, possibly a little seasonal creek that's there in the neighborhood. And you can see the grass still moving along, and the cows are curious about that.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Yeah. But right now, the areas of concern are going to be basically downwind from this. And so if you live downwind, so these are in this community, we're looking at areas where they talked about, what was it, Bear Creek Drive, areas like Cherry Valley Circle. Cherry Valley Circle, those are areas where we're seeing that fire kind of moving in that direction. And it looks like so far the fire crews have been able to keep it away from the residential areas. And this looks like it's fairly low-lying grass. So yes, there's a lot of fuel. It's very dry. It's going to be moving along. But humidities actually aren't too bad right now. At least the air humidity, we're at anywhere between 40 to over 50% relative humidity. And that's because we have this as an onshore breeze. This is coming from the coast, and so it's a little bit more moisture in the air as it moves through. But again, these fuels are still very dry, and the winds can get very strong in this area. It's a very typical place where we see these sustained winds in the evening, which are going to increase. Again, as we get closer to 6 o'clock in the evening, that's when we see this onshore breeze really start to pick up. And so hopefully they'll be able to get a pretty good control of this before that time, because the winds are expected to get a bit stronger before they start to decrease. And this is moving along at a pretty good clip. You can see that it's jumped that low-lying area over to the next hill, and it's continuing to spread. You can see that narrow band of burn scar area. That just tells you that, yes, it's that west wind that's pushing those flames. So it's not really going to the north and to the south as fast as it is moving off to the east from those west winds.
Yeah, and I mean, in one good sense, it was moving away from the other neighborhood, but now it's moving in the direction of an entirely different neighborhood, and you can see the streets there on your screen. It's just a good idea if you live anywhere near this area, leave your home, get out of the way, just clear the roads for emergency personnel that need to move in. We've got a list of streets that are being evacuated, but I mean, you know where you live, and if you live anywhere near this, I wouldn't wait for them to tell you, oh, your specific street. I would just, leave while you can. That's just the safer thing to do, especially in Fairfield, like Dirk mentioned, the winds really whip through this area, and they start to kick up right about now. Luckily, those cows did finally start running away, and the cows are safe.
They were very curious, but yeah, they ran off, and they're well from these flames, well away from there. But essentially, we have a hill right here that is, we have neighborhoods at the base of this hill pretty much on all sides, so it's burning in 2 different areas of this hill at this time. But yeah, essentially, essentially, if you live within, 3-4 blocks of the base of this hill in all directions, you're being asked to evacuate. The Lowe's is a safe place for you to go there in Fairfield.
Yeah, and hopefully those cows are in a safer area as well. But as you can see from Livecopter 3 and these exclusive live images with our street overlay, you can see just how many streets and how many homes are at least being affected by the smoke right now that's moving again from the west in an easterly direction. And as Dirk pointed out, I mean, this is a very narrow strip that we're seeing, at least with this particular little fire. There's another little area that was also burning out. Now, if we want to zoom on over to that, for now, this is the neighborhood I was talking about, that at least it's moving away. Unfortunately, it's now pointed towards a whole other neighborhood at this time. But there's just nothing, Curtis, but just dry grass to be burned. There's the other little area.
A lot of these fires, they move very quickly, but they do get a line around it. It just burns all that fuel out because they do move pretty quickly, and hopefully they get this one contained pretty quickly. But let's get over to Dirk now for KCRA 3 weather.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about, again, the winds that we've been seeing in that area, basically 10 to 15, gusting between 20 to 25 miles per hour. And as we mentioned, those winds are going to be picking up a little bit more as we go along. So you can see, again, the fire started here on this side of the screen. It looks like it kind of made its way over because you can see the burn scar there more towards the west, and then it's picked up. It must have been just, some kind of ember that made its way over to the fires here, and then it's been taking off and it's working its way pretty quickly, again, towards the east. And so that's what Livecopter is showing us right now, and that smoke, which was kind of tapering off, again, once it jumped over to this other hill, it really started to rapidly expand. And so we've been seeing a lot more smoke associated with that. And again, the flames are fairly low, but they're moving pretty quick. And you can see that air as it comes up over the hill, it's pushing that smoke ahead of it downhill. So that's what's going on with the fire there, the Vista Grande fire that's in Solano County near Fairfield currently. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with our conditions with the fire. You can see the location of it. It's just on the north end of Fairfield in through the hills. We have winds, again, sustained winds around 14 miles per hour, gusting up to 22 miles per hour. And it's moved now. It's moved quite a bit. So from this area where it started, it's come behind this development, jumped over the hill, and now is pushing off to the north and to the east there towards some other, again, developments that are in that region. So winds in Fairfield out at Travis Airfield, we have sustained winds of 21 miles per hour. Again, those gusts are going to be a bit stronger, closer to 30 miles per hour.